Hello everybody, I welcome you all to today's video. In today's video, we are going to see how students can learn presentation skills. Yes, that's right. Today we are going to see how to learn presentation skills while still in your BSc or MSc top 5 tips. I'm Dr. Vaishali, academic specialist at Biotecnika. Biotecnika is a space where we guide you in anything and everything regarding your bioscience career. Come, let's explore the topic. So first, why is presentation skills required as a student, right? So first of all, it is a general soft skill, right? So it is a skill that comes along with your life throughout your life, right? Right from your student life till your job or your professional life. So it's better to start or to learn these skills early in your life so that you will excel in every step in your life, right? Second, it's about confidence, right? So 74% of people feel nervous, especially when they are presenting. So yes, to overcome this particular nervousness, what you have to do is you have to present more, and hence you have to start presenting right from early stage of your life, that is your student life. Thirdly, it is nothing but a representation of your work. Say, for example, for your class presentation, you have done exhaustive research, right? Now, how do you put that in front of others? Or say, for example, you have done a project work and you want to put it or you want to share that particular work with your peers or with your faculties. Then how do you do that? It is through your presentation. So yes, it's going to be a representation of your work, making it all the more important. Fourthly, it's the sharing of your knowledge. So it's both give and take. Once you present something in front of your audience, you're going to both give knowledge to them as well as take knowledge from them. So yes, it is about sharing knowledge as well as representation of your work. Now, let's now see how you can learn these presentation skills when you're still a student, right? So the first is attend others' presentations. Now, it's very important. So it could be either good presentations or it could be bad presentations, right? So from good presentations, you can learn what are the good things that, the presenter has done, and you can learn from them, and then you can implement that in your presentation itself. Now, what can you learn from a bad presenter? Well, you can learn and avoid the mistakes that is made by this particular presenter. So yes, it's important for you to attend as many presentations as you can and learn whatever you can from those presentations. So those presentations can be, say, an expert talk by somebody who was invited to your college, right? An expert who would be sharing their knowledge, their research experience with you. Yes, that could be one of the presentation that you can attend. Or the PhD presentations, that is, there might be PhD students in your college who would be giving their presentation, either colloquium or say final defense. So all of these are open, meetings. So yes, you can go and then sit in their work. One, you're going to learn about what work they have done, and you can carry that in your research as well or in your future work. And secondly, you can learn about the presentation skills that they have, they are able to put out, and also the questions that are being asked and how they are able to defend what they have done. So such things you can observe and learn if you attend others' presentation. The third is, of course, participating in your class presentation. So as a part of your curriculum itself, in many of the courseworks, you are required to go and give presentations, or you're even required to sit for others' presentation, that is your classmates' presentation. So yes, take that opportunity and attend their presentations to learn from them, observe and learn from them. That is your first tip, right? The second tip is going to be an active participant, right? So actively participating in the presentations, right? So if you are sitting for somebody else's presentation, then ask questions, whatever you did not understand. Stand up and ask questions. Do not hesitate, because that is going to give an encouragement for even the speaker, whoever is presenting. And secondly, you are going to overcome your hesitation, right? So that is how you go ahead and you ask the question. Don't simply ask the question, but then if you don't understand something that the presenter has told and you want a clarification on that, then yes, go ahead and ask such questions in public public forum, because it's going to give you more confidence when you yourself are presenting, right? So that is important. Secondly, be actively involved in technical groups, right? So these technical groups can be, say, clubs, a few technical clubs in your own college, or it could be, say, journal clubs. So these are different types of clubs that you can be a part of, and you can actively participate in the presentations that are being given, or you can go ahead, volunteer and give such presentations, right? So your second tip is to actively participate. The third tip is to learn from your faculties, right? Because your faculties have come this long way, and they have a huge experience in presentation and a huge experience in teaching, right? So yes, you can learn a lot of things from them. So yes, it could be either attending their class or even seminars or conferences, right? So attending class, just observe as to how their body language is, how they are teaching, how is their presentation, and the PowerPoint presentation, what type of font they are using, how have they used the whole slide, and things like that. Small details like that, whichever you like was very effective, then learn from them, right? And whichever you felt that it wasn't good, then yes, just ponder upon the fact that why you think it wasn't good. So because when you are presenting, your audience are going to be in the same position that you are right now, right? So yes, so think from their shoes as well as to what was right and what was wrong, so that you can imbibe all of those in your own presentations. Second is take feedback. Yes, as I already mentioned, that as a part of your class curriculum itself, you are, it's necessary for you to give a lot of presentations in the class, right? So once you give such presentations, do not hesitate and go ahead and ask your faculty about how the presentation was, what are the feedback that they want to give you, because there are a lot of things that might miss your eyes, right? So these critical things, a faculty or an expert will be able to catch, and then they'll be able to tell you in the beginning of your, the journey of your presentation itself. Because if you're repeating the same mistake again and again in your life, then it becomes a part of your life. And in the end, it's, if it's too late, then it's very difficult to overcome such a mistake. So in the early stages of your career, or in the early stages of your student life itself, it's very, very critical to take the feedback and work on those feedbacks. Now, the fourth tip that I have for all of you is learn from your peers, right? So your peers, as in, they could be students as well, or they could be seniors, juniors, whatever it is. You can give mock presentation. Say some presentation has been lined up for you. It could be a class presentation or a seminar or anything of that sort. Try to give mock presentations in front of your peers, so that you will have that confidence when you're actually presenting, right? So that is one of the ways to overcome your nervousness. So try to give mock presentations, and those mock presentations also help in getting feedback from your peers itself as to what was right, what was wrong, what has to be added, how is your body language, are they able to understand whatever you've been telling, are you going too fast, are you going too slow? So all of these critical points, they'll be able to give their inputs, right? So it's important for you to give mock presentation and learn from your peers. Second is be a part of their presentations as well, even their mock presentations. Encourage your peers to give mock presentations in front of you, so that you can help them as well. So in the process, you are also going to learn. So as I said, it's always a give and take policy. So yes, help each other and, learn the wise way. Now, the fifth tip that I have for you, and the most important tip, is about a course, a very, very valuable course, here, right here at Biotecnika itself. The course is called the Public Speaking Course for Researchers, Teachers, and Bioprofessionals. So it's a career guidance course where you can ace communication skill and become a powerful presenter. So this is the course that I want to talk about. So this basically, helps you to talk effortlessly on any public platform, right? And it helps you in your communication, in your public speaking, as well as presentations. So this course is going to give you a lot of tips and tricks as to how you can overcome your nervousness, not just overcome your nervousness, but also ace in that public platform that you are going to give your presentation. So that is how this course is going to help you. Well, if you're really curious, I'm also going to tell you what you will learn at this particular course, right? So it has a lot of sessions in it. The first, let's go through it one by one. Session 1, how to hook your audience. So first you have to know your audience, and then you should know how to hook your audience, because the first few seconds that you have with you have to make sure to hook your audience, because if not, then they'll lose interest and then they might not be with you for the rest of the presentation. And the first impression is what matters, right? So yes, hook your audience. That is going to be your first session. The second session is how to show confidence, right? Like when you're speaking, how are you going to show that you're confident and you know the stuff that you're talking? So that is going to be a second session. The third is overcoming your nervousness. We talked in length and breadth about, how you can be nervous, how it's very, common to be nervous before your presentation. Now, how do you overcome this particular nervousness? That is going to be a third session. The fourth is to tailor your approach. How are you going to approach a talk, and how are you going to make presentations for it, and how are you going to go about it? So that is what your session 4 is going to consist. The fifth session is about speaking well, which is almost same as, how confidently you can speak well and put down your point, right? The next session is going to be your body language, because your body language is going to convey 70% of what is there in the content, and just the 30% of what you're speaking, right? So yes, body language is so very important, and this particular session is going to help you on improving your body language. The next is how to keep their attention. Yes, we did talk about how to create a first impression among the audience, but then how to keep that impression in pace, how to keep them hooked still to your presentation. So that is what this session is going to be. The next session is maximizing media attention, right? So what could be the media that you can use to convey your information or your presentation? So that is what this is going to be. The next is managing the pace. What is the speed of your presentation that is going to be? So statistics says that if you're presenting 1 slide per minute, then that is the average time that is good for a presentation. So how do you manage such a pace? So that is what you're going to learn in this session. The next is about answering the questions. So definitely you will have a lot of questions in the mind of the audience, right? So if they don't have questions, that means you have not done well in your presentation. So yes, you should be very happy to answer the questions that the audience have. So how do you answer the questions that they have, right? So that is what this session is going to be. Session 11 is about how to make your presentation enjoyable, right? It's not just about sharing the knowledge, but it's also about making it enjoyable for the audience. Otherwise, the audience are not going to be interested in attending your presentation, right? So the session 11 is going to be about this. The next is session 12 is to how to handle distractions. So when you are presenting, there might be a lot of distractions that comes your way. How are you going to handle them, right? So that is one. The last session is, of course, about concluding. You have started well, you have continued it well. Now, how do you close it well? That is what your last session is going to be. So yes, this is what is the content of this particular course. And What are the features of this course that's going to be? First is it's going to be a self-paced course. So yes, you can start and complete it at your own time, especially if you're working professionals or if you are students who are, who have classes in the morning and you have different assignments and etc. So this self-paced course is going to help you to do this course according to your time whenever you're free, and it's going to be a flexible one, right? Second, it's going to be an online mode, so anywhere from this planet, yes, you can attend, you can do this course. Thirdly, the time required to complete it is approximately 120 minutes. Next, the course instructor is going to be Mr. Shekhar Suman, who is the CEO and the MD of Biotecnika and Rasayanika. Lastly, how do you activate this course, right? So an email with the login credentials will be sent to you. So this will help you in enrolling in this course and doing it at your own pace. Now, these are the main features of this course. Next, we are going to meet your instructor, right? So it's going to be Mr. Shekhar Suman. Mr. Shekhar Suman is the co-founder, CEO, and the managing director of Biotecnika and Rasayanika. He's a passionate entrepreneur striving to bridge the gap between the industry and academia. He comes with a very vast experience of over 15 years. And yes, he's an avid reader and a passionate orator. So yes, you are in the right hands when it comes to presentation skills and being a good orator, right? So the next is about who should enroll in this course. Is it right for you or not? Well, this course can be for students, right? Whoever are going to start their careers. Second, for research scholars and for scientists, if you have to give presentations about your work. The third is bioprofessionals, where representation of your work and meetings are part of your professional life itself. Next is teachers and academician, where on an everyday basis you have to take classes and give presentations, right? So it is for all of these people. And lastly, if you are a student, then mastering this essential skill at an early stage is very, very important before you kickstart your career, right? So for all those BSc and MSc students out there, do enroll in this course and learn a lot about how you can be a very good presenter. This is going to come handy throughout your career. It's an investment that you're going to make on yourself. Thank you so much. I'm sure this was super helpful for all those of you out there. Thank you so much and see you all until next video. Bye.